going on, everybody, and welcome to another Manna Monday presented by The Real Health Co. For those of you that don't know me, I am Dr. Luke. I'm one of the new chiropractors here at The Real Health Co. And super blessed to be here. This whole opportunity that kind of led to this new job for me and to be a part of this amazing team was really just a God timed thing, and that's really what I wanted to dive into today. Is just God's timing. A little background on me: I grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina, so just down the road. And my whole entire life, I played baseball. I was a baseball player to my core. That was my identity growing up. And so a lot of my stories and a lot of my things have to do with baseball because to me it just really applies to all aspects of life. And just like baseball and just like a lot of other things in life, it requires patience, practice, and trusting a process. And so I always loved to hit when I was playing baseball. But with that, when you're hitting and you're looking to have a perfect swing, it's all about the timing, right? The timing has to be perfect for the bat to meet the ball and for us to get that desired outcome that we're looking for. But it can't just be that perfect timing, right? You have to take, a ton of practice swings. You got to practice the mechanics of the swing. You have to take hundreds and hundreds of reps to really build and hone those mechanics. You got to review videos of your swing. You got to make sure you're in the weight room and you're being strong and you can build that rotational core stability, and all these things go into this swing. But then at the end of the day, if our timing is off and our mechanics might be amazing and all this work we put into it has been amazing, but if our timing is off, we can swing and miss. And so, how does this tie into you? How does this apply to our life? And I think God is always working for our benefit and for us and our future. Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, to give you a future and a hope. And that's always kind of been one of my main verses that I take through every day. But really, there's already this path that's set before us, and this plan that God has set before us to use the gifts that He's given us to bring glory to Him. And if we only ever really rely on our own deeds and our own timing, when we believe that something in our life should happen, or we expect something to happen, or we feel like we did all this work and we expect it to come to us at this certain time, like a job opportunity or a relationship or just different things in our lives. If we just rely on our own timing, we might swing and miss, just like in a game of baseball. And we might feel as if we've failed or put all that work in for nothing. And so the verse that I was really kind of digging into this week as I was getting ready for this Manna Monday and this message comes from a small book in the Bible called Habakkuk, which is about a 2-page book in the Bible at the end of the Old Testament. And really the major premise for this book is God's justice and His timing. And in chapter 2, verse 3, it says, "For still the vision awaits its appointed time. If it seems slow, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not delay." And so really that just really resonates with me, because I feel like we all have this vision of what we want in life and this vision of, where we want to be. And that's probably God's vision for us too. And that's why we might feel and have that yearning and have that vision. And we might feel like, we should be at this certain stage at a certain time in our life, or we should be, achieving these things at different times in our lives. But that's just our timing. And that's not God's timing for those things, because we know that God's timing is always perfect and He's always on time and always working for us. And so, but it's in that waiting, just like a sport or a job, in that waiting, we must be preparing and practicing our godly gifts so that when God is on time, as He always is, He's never late. It's always on His time and it's always perfect. Then we're on time too. And so that's just something that, as I've went through this current season of my life, just recent struggles and recent things where I felt like I put in a lot of work, and things didn't pan out how I thought they would. Um, and I was just like, man, God, like, what are you doing? What are you trying to teach me? And then this opportunity came up to be a part of this amazing team, and be a part of something greater and something bigger and something that I've prayed for and wanted to be a part of. And it was only through God's perfect timing and just weaving a path for me that it was able to just perfectly work out and come together. But again, it's just through His timing, while also really honing in those God gifts that He's blessed us with. And when you put those things together, anything is possible. So I hope this has been a eye-opening thing for you to take into your week. Remember, God is always on time, and we just have to be ready for Him when He is, and diligent in what we do. And I hope everybody has a great rest of your week, and enjoy.